I weather the storm and up a fight, cause we can do anything. Should you feel like giving up, let the strength of your ancestors fill you up. The power of Jarastafari guides in all I do. So leave that and be me on. Can go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper. I tell you, of your hand if science man come, cause it can't squeeze the lion paw. So let's ride on. You see the more, them I love, and the more, them this is fire. And this is the more, them come with science. No, them can't break the heart of a lion. The more, them I love, and the more, them this is fire. The poor, Jah deserve I and guides in all I do. So all the evil that lead me on can go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper. Yeah, you tell me all the angry science man come, cause it can't squeeze the lion paw. No demonic words perform shall prosper. Only evil that'll be me on can go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper. I tell you, of your hand the science man come. Can't
Mr. Shango, good afternoon, sir. How are you today?
Start again.
Yeah, how you doing, sir? Push up that there. So Shango, what going?
Greetings.
Yeah, I want to say greetings and give thanks to the Most High, you know, and give thanks to the Royal Majesty.
Then I give thanks to me, Ty.
Hi, you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you in a
Yeah,
book.
Bobo. So give thanks to the Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, last week I got a call from a beautiful lady, a long time listener, and she listens every Sunday, and she love you. She love you. She love you dearly, right? But
Yeah.
she said you come here to talk about health, which you're doing an excellent job, and how to eat right, to drink right, and to do everything right. But why the hell are you going into something that you don't know about? You don't come here to preach. You're preaching done before you come. So why you come talking about El Shaddai and all those stuff?
Okay. You want me to answer that question?
Yeah.
All right. First and foremost, in regarding the question to say, I came on the radio on Sundays to really talk herbal. No, it's not just herbal. Never ever have that intent.
Uh-huh.
Once I get the platform to spread my message, I always does that.
Or you come is a open dialogue then.
Always.
It's not just herbal, but whatever come in mind
Yeah, but
that can educate other
not
people.
just whatever comes in mind. What it is that I use the platform to also learn from other people, not just
To
what
learn or to gain.
what I'm saying to you. I use the platform to share my information
Okay.
and also to learn
Yeah.
with other people input.
Right. Okay.
So I'm saying it just can't be literally just one topic when it's come to I and I reasoning.
Well, there's a lot of people out there going through sickness, going through stress, going through a lot of different difficulties. And as I was saying today, like in Second Corinthians, where Paul said, in my weakness. So you, in your weakness, you run to the hurt. Where he said, the hurt is the Lord and the fullness thereof. And he said, thy herb shall be thy medicine and thy food, the herb.
Well, the earth is everything.
Yeah.
It's almost every single thing because I'm saying we eat, we sleep, we walk, we do every single thing on the earth.
I respect the Rasta man. I
Mm.
respect the Rasta man. And the Rasta man, they know the Bible. The Rasta man study the Bible, you know. Not because they're a Rasta, they might call God a different name. Just like Joe Witness call him Jehovah, 7 Day call him one, Voodoos call him that, the Rasta man call him Jah. I respect that. I'm not gonna fight against you. But what I'm saying is that if you're going to educate the people them in different ways, you can't make it look like say, yeah, put on feel with God. Because feel with God are your God are the same God.
No, brother Victor, I can't. That can't be like that.
Are
That
the
is
same.
no. I'm
You
saying
call him one name and we call him another
you're
name.
entitled to your opinion, which I respect everyone's opinions.
Uh-huh.
And I won't go against your opinions, but I also entitled to mine. And this is the problem I think human being has a problem with. Once I am not agreeing,
In the Bible,
once we are not agreeing together, that is where conflicts arise, which is
what is no
no, what I'm
conflict?
saying to you, which is ignorance of the human mind.
Is that in the
Yeah, because I'm saying
In the Bible, Brother Hall, they call him different name. Is that right? Stop, man.
no, but that
Huh?
is for those who believe that.
See, the thing is,
Uh-huh.
the man don't believe in the Bible.
That is for those who believe that.
You know what?
He's not a believer of the Bible.
What is a believer?
He believe in not in what they call
He's a more believer in the Bible than you, the ballad.
but he's not. He's not.
Because number one, you got Jamaica figure sing gospel song. And you know one name called Brother Hall. You are
What
called.
you're talking about? The man is not a believer. He don't believe in your God. So that's the whole thing.
We believe it.
The man believe in the Son, the earth.
Who you
He
believe?
believe.
Who you
Huh?
Believe it?
They believe in the Creator.
Who's
And
your creator?
Wait, I'm trying to wait. Don't get me no mix up like the
Eh,
Creator.
eh.
We came here
Yeah.
from mother and father,
Yeah.
and we were taught they teach us about one God.
Let's say the
Yeah,
mic.
they taught us about one God,
Yeah.
and we believe in one God. And so far,
Uh.
we're doing it with a hope. It is a belief.
Do you?
This man,
Yeah.
Mr. Shango,
Yeah.
were born. He grew up in church,
Uh-huh.
and then he break away because he said he see another light, something that.
You see another light?
I mean, well, if no,
Well,
with you.
it's the words he phrasing,
It's
which
right.
is meant, it meant the same thing as what he's saying to you.
What do you say? You don't believe in the God?
He don't believe in the God where we talk about. He believe in the sun. He believe in the universe. The whatever. It's like the scientist.
He believe in the SON.
He believe in the sun. He said,
Brother
one?
Victor, it is very simple. Life is very simple. I can say I believe into you as my brother, and I loved and respect you
Mhm.
as my brother.
Right.
What is beyond those things
No,
when
no.
we should love and cherish and respect
Listen.
each others?
With all,
Why we have to go beyond
with all,
with something we haven't known?
With all-
We just thought of that.
with all respect, Joe, you have a right to believe in what you want to believe.
that's it.
We believe in someone that we never see, nor shake hand with, nor talk with. I see you. So if I say I love God, I love Jesus because He's my creator, and I hate you, I see you every day. Why would I hate you? And God that I don't see, I love Him more. I never touch Him. I never feel Him. I never do. So I could understand your opinion. I'm not gonna fight against your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to embrace you as my brother.
Yeah.
That's who I know.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
We
We
as
care for each other.
Christians, we as Christians serving a supreme being, the Spirit, which we never see Him. We never. We are
And
not.
all right, all right.
We
You see,
never,
like
we
how-
never, the truth. We never see.
We never
We never
see
see.
all right. And
There's
what
no
I'm saying to
scientific-
you,
But we know spiritually. It's like last week I was on the air
Mm,
and I was telling them that our ancestor
mm.
that that God in front of us
Mm.
is watching over us.
That's why the
And-
energy,
and
the
they say-
energy
And
of
they,
our
and they
ancestors.
say no.
All right.
They say God is watching over them. You know your ancestor. So
Mhm.
if I can believe that Jesus Christ died and came and come back on the earth, why can I believe that my ancestor is watching over me?
The problem is the white man who put everything down. So then I put that where you're dealing with African thing, And
What you say, Mr.
All
Shango?
right. What I'm saying to you, you have used a word earlier that you serving God, and what I'm saying to you are Jesus, and what I'm saying to you, I am more of a real person because I served man, like my brothers, my sisters, daughters, sons, families. I'm doing a service. Likewise,
What you
my
say,
fellow
Jesus? Oh, hold
brothers,
on. Jesus just appeared. He just appeared. Yes, Lord. God.
likewise, my fellow brothers and sisters do basically the same thing. It's a service.
That's right.
You know, it's a service. So I serve
I will not fight
man.
because you got some people who say they serve God, I serve Jesus. They believe I love God, but they would pass you and they would say hello to you.
Well, I'm saying I understood those things, but from my perspective, when I heard people say using word loosely and do not acknowledge the power of words. Likewise, as I says, I am doing a service when it comes to human being,
Right.
and when I look at those things, my service towards
So what you say to that lady now that asked me that question?
let's be not ignorance towards hearing another from another angle or another point of view. Let's not be in ignorance. Do not tell the youth to shut up and don't talk about those things because those days are past. Now we have to also listen to the youths. The youths have a lot of things also that can say and that is very interested when we listen to the youths. So when a youth forward and he or she embracing certain types of teaching, of course we can listen. We're
Yeah.
not we're not imposing or forcing something
You're
them.
not,
We're sharing.
so you say you're not cut them and not put it, paste it down in them. Say, this
No,
you believe
no,
in.
no, man. We never do them things. Our teaching is not that.
All right.
the war is over now, brother Vic, because I
It's
think
love we
in the early
embrace.
days, you used to see people attack. This one, the 70 the church have got this,
No, we
and
didn't know
and
that.
but these
But
things are over.
you see, most time they Christ like people them condemn other people religion,
And look at this. There's a singer. What is singer name in Jamaica? This woman, young girl. This woman said she prophesied that she going
No, I heard. Yeah,
What
again,
Wow.
again,
messed up.
again. Yeah, regarding coffee, and the fact that
The big
yeah,
singer from Jamaica, the girl,
yeah,
the young
she's
girl.
a
Wow.
no. There's a
My
pastor
right
over here that says that she's prophesies. I don't remember the exact word, and I do not want to quote word that
Someone was
people.
prophesying Jamaica.
No,
she
she's
prophesied
over
here.
here, and she's a prophet accordingly.
A prophetess.
Yeah, a prophetess, and she says that she has prophesied something regarding coffee because
Coffee.
yeah,
It's
the
a young
girl,
girl.
which is the
Oh,
entertainer, yeah, and the fact that the word is spreading that she dressed like a homosexual, so it's certain things like that is out there, but that is what Brother All is talking about.
Well, brother, be careful with the dream and your imagination.
But
Because
again,
a lot of it, we think we dream, and some of the time we imagine things.
Some of the people that with Jesus, they mix up because they don't understand the word. And once you don't understand the word, you're going to be confusing. You're confused if you don't understand the word. You have to study the word to understand.
but you see, the item word comes into too much of parables. Because sometimes when you're going at it, them tongues and talk, all of them tongues,
Listen,
and when you use them
It's
terms,
him
that's too
gone.
much of parable.
Why you chase the brother Victor now? You're going to a bigger thing. You're going to tongues. And
I'm not touching that because God blaspheme me against my God.
you see? Yeah, you see? I'm not gonna touch anything no. Even though they said I am the one not asking Brother Shango certain questions. But anyway, listen. This is Fresh FM 102.1, and we have Touch FM 90.1, Ultimate Radio, and 103.3. 103.3. All right, we're gonna put that down, Brother Vic. All right. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Dr. Shango here. Um, Easier to help you with your health. So if you have any problems during this section is sponsored by um, Sun Life. And if you have any problem, you could call Brother Shango. And the number here is 718-554-8152. Again, 718-554-8152. So we always talk about herbal for maybe a certain time, and then we'll switch. So now that they say I should ask Brother Shango some extra question, we will go into Ethiopia and places around the world and ask Brother Shango because you know that I'm more for the scientific thing, Brother Shango. You know that me watch my follow up a whole heap of thing. But anyway, introduce yourself, Doctor.
I'm listening to them, man. Much love and respect to all the radio listeners out there. I just wanted to say good afternoon to everyone out there. And it's been a pleasure being here every Sunday evening, sharing vital information with, brethren and sisters who are out there listening and can use it to improve their well-being. So again, my name, Shango, straight out of Sun Life. Our address at Sun Life, 4060 White Plains Road. Again, 4060 White Plains Road. We are located between 228 and 229th Street on the uptown side of White Plains Road. Our phone number, 718 547 3760. Again, 718 547 3760. And all are welcome at Sun Life. Sun Life is the home of the Lion Paw Roots Tonic, along with Sunside Bitters, Benefactor Super Wood Roots Tonic, your Brazil Wood Diabetic Super Solution, along with your Mission Slim Possible. And we also carry a wide varieties of vegan cooking, 7 days on the strong, on today, today's Sunday, we have also the black eyed peas sip. We also have boiled banana, boiled yam, and boiled dumpling. Also rice and peas, steam bulgur, ital stew, brown stew, vegetarian chicken, chop suey, vegetarian fish, curry, bean curd, alongside ital stew, steam callaloo, tossed salad, and fry planting. Much love and much respect. All who are looking to change their diet. Sun Life, 4060 White Plains Road is the place to go. Okay? We ask Mr. Brother All.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it okay to say Brother All or Mr. All? Which one?
Whatever you feel comfortable with, because I call you Brother Shango, I call you Mr. Shango.
Why you call my Brother Shango?
Because first, well, listen to me. Most Rastaman, we always see them as a brother, sister. So it's just our love. No. But in my thing now, when you go to church and when the Christian they feel everybody is a brothers and a sister. Brothers and sister.
Okay.
So they use that the moment you enter church or you accept the religion, you're a brother or a sister. So the Rastaman I know from early days, brother Bingy, brother this, brother that. So which is good. I don't see anything wrong with that, because if you are my brother and I real brother, most likely you're going to protect me. Right,
Why don't
Shango.
you use the word Rasta Shango?
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
I like that word much more.
Rasta Shango. Anyway, we have the doctor Rasta Shango here with us in the studio. Nothing wrong. Because if them call me Rasta, me still have a son. And I told you I have a natural Rasta, which we have been fighting for a while about the natural Rasta, which is me.
You,
Now,
you,
when me a
you,
chant come today,
you, you should answer Brother Victor
with what?
earlier when he
Brother
was
Victor, I'm
saying
always a put me in
something,
some spot.
whatever,
And it
he was
tricky.
referring to something regarding what you were answering now.
Let me see if we can deal with it. Which one? Which one? Do you remember
Regard,
the exact word?
yeah, he says you do not want to recognize.
No, brother. And I said to you before, and no, let me clear this up. You know, that I have two albums. I have albums like Tampede, and I don't know what to tell you about it. But anyway, at that time, I don't care whether you call me really, whether you call me Brother All or not. But when I went to Jamaica, I put on what I want. So now I don't care the name. When I perform,
Mhm.
it's gonna send a message. So you see, the moment me perform, I don't care where me there. I go see, brother, this or what now. You go see the man I send a strong message.
Mhm.
So when after you done with the one called brother or miss all or whatever, the message is important.
So you're okay with someone calling you Miss All?
Miss?
Miss All. You says you don't care if they call
No,
you
no,
Brother All
brother
or
Shango,
Miss
you go
All.
overboard no.
No,
Miss?
you just said it.
Yeah,
I'm,
but all
I'm
right,
just saying.
sorry.
I don't know.
I didn't know you're gonna go there.
Oh,
Rastaman will deal with that. A man is a man and a woman is a woman.
yeah, but a fork is a fork and a spade is a spade, right?
All right. All right. So, they are always careful. Wait, it's something I want to. Oh, I talked to somebody yesterday. There's two things. One of my friend asked me to buy some smelling salt.
Yeah.
I track it down. I got it.
Mhm.
This is something you sell in your store, sir?
No, not the that specific one that you're talking about, the smelling salt. It's slight different from the rock salt and the other salts.
But the rock salt you can't sniff. The smelling
It's
salt.
not that I can't sniff it. It's the aroma that comes out of that specific salt that you're talking about. It makes it a difference.
Okay. So yeah, I really used to have that in Jamaica. So the guy asked me, and they live up in my area to buy if I can buy a bottle of get some smelling salt for him.
Hmm.
So I got it. But yesterday I saw this girl and she said to me, the way she presented, she said, Tampy, well, sorry, they call that's the name up in the hills. In Jamaica, it seemed like the gun thing I cut down now because I hope I take over. And I was like, wow. Even though, but she said, listen me, man, I drop on dead. I never know how them are dead. It is not gone. Because you heard anything like that, sir?
No, I have not.
You're the first heard somebody say
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Said it because Obia now is legal in Jamaica. Some of the people now get gunshot again. Gunshot
See, we
again.
are to be honest with you, I'm a Jamaican and proud to be one. But I found that we are very ignorant set of people. We need to
Mm.
be much more broader our knowledge to educate ourselves much more than to say and to confront what is happening to us. No one can change what is happening to us but us.
So this Obia thing now, Brother Shango, is
Yes.
wait. What you say again? Do it? Name I supposed to use. Give me back. Quick.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is it?
Rasta Shango. Maybe that's one. All right. This Obia thing. Most people believe it. Obia is from Africa.
Yes. According to our history, yes.
But is that good way or a bad way? Is there anything good about Obia or bad about Obia?
What is negative from Africa? I'm
Okay.
asking you.
No, all right. You asked me a question. What is
Yeah,
negative? So
because
if it come from,
you asked me if it is good from Africa. I'm saying if it is good
yeah,
or
because
if it is in a good way. So I'm asking you what is negative that comes out of
I don't
Africa.
nothing in negative. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm here listening to your program. I listen to you every Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And you guys need to stop talking this media thing and all that nonsense and do something better than that.
No, no,
Not
no. Once
such thing,
again,
not such, not such thing on the always in on the mind. And I need to stop.
don't touch that.
You know, it's that nonsense stop. Talking about Obia, that's nonsense. That's bar talk. Something you sit down in a bar and talk. Not only here.
No, but Miss, they said I don't know what I don't know. They said it's something they legalized in Jamaica. That's what I was asking.
That's nonsense. That's in the mind. That's in your mind. And if
Oh,
you talk like that, you will believe it. It's in your mind. Don't
okay.
let me have to stop listening to
No,
you
no, I
guys.
don't
I
want.
listen
No,
to
no,
you
no,
every
no,
Sunday.
no, no, no. That's I mean, this was a topic, and I was I asked.
Let's find a better topic to touch on than that. That's nonsense.
Can
I
I
have to find something better to put to come on the hearing. That's nonsense.
can I have an open dialogue with you regarding what you state? Because you use the word such as nonsense. If my
Yes, that's
yeah,
total
but
nonsense.
no, but what I'm saying to you, right? Politely
Mm-hmm.
reasoning with you, right? If my roots and my culture is from Africa, don't you think I should trace my roots and my culture in all fairness due to my
Oh,
happiness of
there,
desire? And
there
if
is no such thing as phobia. I don't need to stop and do better on the radio. That's all I'm saying. And you guys need to do better on the radio program. This is a Sunday evening program. Let your listeners enjoy the program and stop with the nonsense.
yes, but not because you disagree, meaning it's nonsense, Not because
Total
I'm saying
nonsense on order.
you entitled to your opinion with that, and I can understood that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where again, all of us as human being, we are very ignorant because you disagree with something, meaning you should be angry at me. That is a lot of ignorance on our part as human beings because you disagree. But if I was speaking on behalf of what you believes into or what you support, then it would not be nonsense. We can't live like that. And that is why you see us as human beings dealt with each other's like the way you've been seeing it. Because you disagree with something I said or I disagree with something you says, I must promote ignorance towards you. That's a bunch of ignorance. I respect people for what they're saying, regardless I believes in it or not. I have to respect people on their grounds. People entitled to their opinions. People entitled to say what they wanted to say based on who they are. You just can't fight people based on their opinion.
But most of what we
and
believe,
and every human being have a right, every single human beings. And if so be the case where a person will not speak to me regarding if I use the word obia or I speaks of obia, well, I can acknowledge and I can accept that, I didn't do nothing wrong. We just reasoning on things to educate ourselves and to educate much more of the broader public.
what I was saying, most of our belief is colonized, right? Right? Because a lot of things that we heard wrong or right
It's
is
just,
from the people and that tell us, not from Africa, because we kind of shun our turn our back and what coming out of Africa, like only crazy thing coming out of Africa. But Africa was well advanced before the European Union. So we were way ahead, but we it's like we turn our back on the roots.
well,
It's our
and
biggest
do you
problem.
knew a lot of us as black people does not like to hear another person speaks of Africa because a lot of us also felt ignorancy of it to say, I don't born in Africa, I don't come from, I never been to Africa, I have nothing to do with Africa. A lot of black people like us felt that way also and will be very upset with you if you try to speak to them regarding anything in Africa. A lot of people will be very upset with you.
Well,
And this is where I'm saying we as people, we have a long way to go.
It's when you don't know something, we're ignorant about a lot of
It's
things.
not just known, but
We don't want to
you
learn
have to
it.
open to learn. You can't just know everything in one day. You have to open to learn of others. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I have a song when I sing when I work I know. What I did me touch down in Africa. How me go jump and laugh and greet my ancestors.
You see, the
So
whole thing of
that's what I look
Africa, when a
forward to.
person says that they are or their origins is from Africa, most of the times, and I'm talking from my own understanding, it's not about national. Yeah, national is where you're born.
Mhm.
That is national. So when a person, especially black people, wherever they are in the world, the first perceptions or concept is that you are an African, not literally meant that you are born there, because wherever you're born is more of national,
Mhm. Mhm.
but your ancestors, you are a descendant of that origin of ancestors that from that place. And we are very ignorant when it comes to just reasoning as brotherly a brotherly love or a sisterly love on these types of issues. If I am not saying something that going to make you smile or make you happy, we ignorant towards these things.
Well, Brother Shango, um, I spend years and years and years in churches. In church, where I say in church in Jamaica. And I used to read a book called 666, Prepare for the coming of second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. And where the man write the book in Brother Shango. I think I told you about it. Even if you're in church
Mhm,
and you backslide and me give you the book, you
mhm.
read the book, you come back in, how fearful that book is. And the man time everything, in 1993, you ain't put it. It should be the triple, it should be the 7 year war, the Armageddon, and the man write everything down. All the Pope are gonna be the Antichrist, the Pope are the Antichrist, and that man write him even in the Bible and go almost every script time have something put the grasshopper in what they call it grasshopper. He said that was a chopper now where I gonna be and when the Pope meet the Queen and this and that. So in 1993, I thought everything was winding up. And the man said 2000 is when everybody have to go up and worship the creator because Jesus is gonna be here for running for 1,000 years. And a lot of things, because the revelation fulfilling those days. A lot of things me read and say, oh, and did I stop telling people at church? No, I said to them, say, stop preaching that the world are going to end. Stop it. Because you look like fool. Because you keep on doing it. And you at time the whole thing. And what we look like? Fools. Now, we're in the Rastaman asked me where we are live by. I believe we're in a hope thing. None of us not positive of what can happen. We believe, we go to church, we believe. And so we heard how the African live. The Pocominia is from Africa, and a lot of things. But so people can question the roots. You're positive of where you come from in Africa. The European people, them turning all kind of fools. I'm sure when King James was translate the Bible, him not even respect me. Him not respect my people. And when Michelangelo I draw of him, where him look like as my brother, my cousin said, my nephew said, Jesus is white and blue eye. Yes, because that's how the people were draw him, see him in our minds. You supposed to see your Jesus your way. So if the Indian man they draw Jesus, he's supposed to draw Jesus as an Indian. The Chinese do it. Them God.
Well, you see, Iman is different.
You're different,
Yeah,
but and I
because
understand. I was saying, brother,
in,
you're
in my
totally
in
different.
my humble opinions, all of those reference, I humbly do my research, and my research, I have to find a place, you know, in the sun to make myself comfortable. And when I looked at a man like Dr. Swaby,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Swaby speaks of, a whole spiritual connection with health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have to, research those types of information that man like Dr. Swaby um, pass out there to us. Man like Gil Noel and them man there, who is a herbalist. Those are the type of information I look up to. I don't look up to no Paul and no Peter, no Matthew, no Luke and no John. I don't look up to that because that can't makes me or makes my people much better by me learning and practicing herbs.
Mm-hmm.
I can stem a spiritual realms from that because now I want to know much more of Mother Nature. So I want it to be in harmony with Mother Nature and learn about how to utilize these things, what herbs, how to use the herbs. Yeah, so I never really waste no time on to say or to try to backlash people. I'm not into them things. I am into improving and to make an impact, within society to, help our people restore, you know, certain things that those who have eyes still not seeing some of the things that they're supposed to see. Yeah, so certain people, yeah, forward with certain types of vision, not into no real as colonialism would I want us to be. No, Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is a self-reliance. And when I look at self-reliance, it is one of the most independent thing anyone can ever think of. And when I really look at self-reliance and take up the armor and go out in the field, yeah, my calling was herbs. Yeah, because when I look in our community now is confronted with a wide varieties of different types of diseases where when we look all these things that is promised to us, it's not fulfilling, and we see disease up on top of diseases confronting us on a daily basis, and we rarely see anyone advocating for health. No, these things now is we have to do this individually because we do not see it collectively. So individually, this is what we has to do. And when we started learn of herbs, respect to Sundial Baba Rashan. Yeah, because them man they now start to advocate, and I as a youth being around them man they, and learning the whole eh, repertoire of how to even detox one system, learning the whole thing of the nutrients of the diet. Yeah, so we don't have no time for talk about no Paul and no Peter and no Saul and all of these things. We have time for much more learn of things that will improve our health. We have seen our people in our community today struggling with high blood pressure, mount up on all different types of tablets. Yeah, don't know how to control high blood pressure. We have seen in our community diabetes from left to right. We have seen heart attack licking our people from left to right. We have seen strokes licking our people from left to right. All type of sickness we have seen confronted. If it's not the sickness, it is the ignorance and the violence also upon our people and within our people. So the whole thing about what I am talking is a sickness. It's a sickness, and it's right around all of us. Yeah. So when you see a little youth out there, animal, him a do him best to, improve his life or him surrounding or him community or him environment. Strengthen the youth, especially when you see him doing positive things. Strengthen the youth because some of the time the youth them want go on a little bit of strength. Yeah. So when I am talking about health, we not just get up and just word of mouth and talk of health. Sun Life is there, and we have a wide varieties of different types of products to help you with your health. Yes, and we also have the Sunside Bitters. Sunside Bitters is what we use to detox the system and to clean the blood, purify the blood, clean the blood vessel, clean the arteries, and make you stay free away from strokes and all of those things. But along with that, we also correct you on your diet, the things that you are also eating that creating the problem that when it confront you, you have to rush to the doctor. So these are things that we are into and sharing these information with people. Yeah, we're not into no ignorance with our people. Yeah, because we learn also from our people. Yeah, we learn from everyone. We don't look down on no one. Yeah. So we, in every day of our life is a learning lesson for us. And what we have already learned and experienced, we sharing that, with people where we need where we see the need is to share that they can use these things to improve also their life. Because sometimes we see people struggle, then don't have to struggle the way them struggle. But because them belief concept led them to struggle. Life is simple, yet it is complex. It is us. Bob Marley don't say it, It's only we can, free ourselves from this mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Yeah.
I was watching over the weekend, and it's surprising. I was paying more attention. Garnet Silk. And a long time ago, I saw that man perform, and I was saying on the TV when it was a broadcast from Jamaica straight up, and the man performed just like you hear the thing on the record.
Archangel.
The man
Garnet.
performed good. Yesterday, I was watching some, and the man is in a different world. Like, when you go to church in a spirit.
Silky voice is
So
like that,
that was, and I'm thinking, somebody would go and condemn that brother now, and say, boy, devil in my worship by him. I get on and I sing and I create the scene. But them now go understand if the energy where the man I get energy from and the energy that surround that person. So you can understand, just criticize the brother and say a whole heap of thing. But when me take a note back and look on the whole thing, man, it's marvelous.
And criticism doesn't mean it is bad neither, When I want to criticize, it doesn't literally meant it is bad, So sometimes criticism, you can learn from it and improve
I agree.
on it.
But brother
But
Shango,
most of us really take when a person criticize
eh,
a person and take it offense.
I was saying you have good criticism and bad criticism because sometimes some person, them not criticize you, they just want to keep you down. So that's the bad one.
Which but that is general people.
Uh-huh.
People does that. The general public does that.
I take people who say, brother, this don't sound good. And then we will learn from that. So I'm not gonna kill you if you say it not come out
Answer
good.
that call.
Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Here, brother Shango.
Yeah, man.
And brother Al.
Yes.
Respect.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I was commenting, right? And a point that a lady was making. But see, the problem with us black people, we don't read. And we're very ignorant. That's most of the time they just go off of what people said,
Uh-huh.
But let me tell you, certain things people ain't gonna understand because their mind pierce just to what they grow up, and they don't willing to change.
Okay.
You know, so that's the only problem. But with a song come to tell the people about herb, you know, and him like people about other things too, not only herb alone.
Okay.
You know, you come to enlighten other people too with certain things. You know,
Uh-huh.
you know, and don't lick down the next person point. You know, if you don't know what you're saying, then you learn from the next person, or you know, go do some research.
Okay, okay.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I understand. So you guys doing a good job because when you since you guys come on the radio, people learn a lot of things, man. You know that been hiding from us all over the years.
All right, all right.
All right.
All right, thank you.
So
Thank you.
go on do your show, man. Me I listen, man. Me a first time caller too.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You understand? Me I listen to your show, man. I only for positive things now, no negativity in inside here. You guys talking.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right. Yeah, brother
Yeah.
Shango. We're talking about all right. We can't touch that topic again.
No, just a comment, the brethren
With the
from what
caller.
he,
All
yeah,
right, all
you
right.
know, I totally agree with him that
Uh-huh.
we need to do much more reading,
Uh-huh.
you know, and to educate ourselves, and
Uh-huh.
you know, we need not to belittle another person, you know, because of their opinions. You know, yeah, we need not to do those things because we've been doing that over the years and it get us nowhere. What we have to do is educate ourselves, you know, and free up ourselves, you know, from the mental things that taught onto us. Just for example, if you look at Nani in Jamaica, the whole entire country or the whole entire island of Jamaica would embrace Nani and said Nani is our hero and to say she's a great woman. But what did Nani practice? Like anyone who practice their Christian religious beliefs or their Rastafarians or Catholicism, name it. She practiced that, obia. Now, accordingly, it is taught negatively in the Western Hemisphere. But for those who consciously to do their research and to understood and coming now to share information, it shouldn't be a offense and to say it is this and it is that and all of that. Why? Because it is from Africa. Maybe if we were saying something out of Europe, it would be more accepted. I don't
Well,
know.
I was gonna come up with that. The person who present the thing, presentation,
Yeah,
depends on who present the thing to you. That's the problem.
I'm just saying in
Yes.
general, you
Yeah,
know,
but
to
we're
say,
saying
you know,
that's the same thing.
whatever, in my experience of
Mhm.
life, most of the things that I have heard, coming out of Africa, apart from the Rastafarians and, you know, quite a few conscious black brothers and sisters around, most of the times when we hear things coming out of Africa, it's always a negative impact. And it shouldn't be like that,
Okay.
you know. And for us as individual who is advocating for black liberations and all of these things, we shouldn't be fighting each others.
I
You
I
know, we
think
shouldn't really be fighting each others. We should be, as I says, learn as the day go
all
by,
right. Read up.
educate yourself as
Read
the
up.
day go
Mhm.
by, you know, and do your best to live loving with people and to share with people because you want people to do basically the same thing for you. So why not?
Well, on this program, we acknowledge everybody's a teacher and a student. So we can learn something from every day. And me and Brother Shank, we do the same thing. We learn something from everybody, while somebody can learn something from us. And that's as we go along each day, that's what's gonna happen. You know, the moment you talk to somebody, even if somebody just appear for the first time, the antenna, we call it antennae, just go up. And even if the person say nothing, you start studying that person right there, you know. if the person walk away, you're gonna say there's something about that person. Him not talk. Him no want talk. But the moment that's how it works. You're learning something immediately.
Yeah.
That's you. The brain start work up like that. And Brother Shango asked me whether the heart or the brain are store things because we grew up knowing say it's from the heart. Then when him ask me question, me have to think.
Let me
The
ask you
brain.
a question. Is strokes and heart attack, are they the same thing? It's a question though.
You get a stroke. I don't know the difference, Brother Shango. You get a stroke and you get a heart attack. I mean, you're gonna explain and say they're two. Most likely, I think you're gonna say they are two different things. But because they're gonna check it out and see what caused the stroke.
Hmm.
Oh, the stroke, the heart attack kill you. That's how it goes.
They both can kill.
But the stroke sometimes mess up part of you while you say have a heart attack. You can have a heart attack and don't die too, right?
Hmm.
A mild heart attack.
Hmm.
And you have a major heart attack and it kill you.
Mhm.
And you have a stroke and it just mess with one part of your body. So they're different.
How much different types of
I-
strokes you have? There's a different. The question I asked
Uh-huh.
earlier on is that is there's a difference between heart attack and strokes? Yes, there's a big difference.
Mhm.
Strokes, heart attack really comes from more of a heart disease
Okay.
or a high blood pressure and all of those things. A strokes really come from the brain, which is the arteries of the plague,
Oh,
the
plaque.
clogging,
Uh-huh.
yeah, of the arteries, shutting off the blood to go to the brains,
Uh-huh.
and then because of that, a whole burst of the arteries send a signal and creates a stroke. So, of course, a stroke is totally
Okay.
different from
Yeah, when
heart
think
attack.
about it.
You know,
So the most thing now from the idea, Brother Shango, I'm trying to think about the arteries. The blocking because we learn
yeah,
about
the clogging, yeah,
the calcium,
yeah,
calcium.
calcium deficiencies also can create a problem for strokes
Uh-huh,
also.
uh-huh.
Yes,
But if you have
calcium
too much,
deficiency. You
you have a
can't have
problem.
you can't have too much and you can't have too little bit.
But what they're saying there, Brother Shango, the man is saying it's like part of the bloodstream. It's like it all on and some of the calcium when they pass through.
Yes, that is when time you have you doesn't have a clear arteries, because what happens when you doesn't have a clear arteries for your blood to flow to get to your brains, when you have a clog of the arteries, which is the plague,
Mhm.
then that creates a problem for your cholesterol. Now, when your cholesterol, the fact that it creates a problem for your cholesterol also send a signal, sending up your cholesterol high, setting up you for the long term for a strokes if you does not take care of the problem right then and there.
So the other thing now, you have pills. You're gonna exercise.
Well, what I share and does most of the times, we normally recommend people on them diet and to show into and share the information with people to say, well, and give them the knowledge to say, is what you eat create those things. Now you have things what can be taken to always keep your arteries and those things clear and free. For instance, let me give an example. A fruit like cantaloupe. Cantaloupe can clear your arteries, and that is what the cantaloupe is for. But
Clear your
oh yes,
artery.
yes, but how much of us knew that?
But how much cantaloupe you'll have to eat, Brother Shango?
No, but then what is the problem for your arteries to block? Because your diet is not properly.
So you're
So
saying
if your arteries is black,
Mhm.
then you must do something to eliminate that and to clear it. First and foremost, of course, you're going to look at your diet. When you look at your diet, it's possible you may want to also detox your whole system to clean out all of these toxic inside of your body. Then, if you find out that your arteries is clogging or blocked, then you're going to look at things that can support clearing your arteries.
So the cantaloupe now is like people eating. How much cantaloupe you
No, I'm not saying how much. I'm saying balance.
Yeah, you're gonna balance it.
Always have a
You're gonna
balance of
have to
diet.
eat every.
Eliminate things
Uh-huh.
that will create the problem and use things that support your body structure.
So, all right. So somebody should be eating about in a dinner, maybe 2 slices of cantaloupe every day. Maybe help.
I'm not going to use the word maybe. All I'm saying involve
Involve
fruits,
cantaloupe.
because fruits is considered fiber. Fruits, vegetable is considered fiber. Fiber works with your small and large intestine.
Mhm.
When your small and large intestine also is working properly, it doesn't face a constipation problem. So when you're talking about cantaloupe, it is doing much more than one thing within the body.
Another thing, people, your stomach should be working all the time. Like it should be there should be a movement in your belly all the time. So if you hear somebody come to your belly a roll, nothing wrong with that. Your belly it's supposed to be working all the time. So if somebody come and put their head on your stomach and say, Lord, nice down there, it's okay. It's supposed to be moving up all the time.
How you come
Working.
across to say it's okay?
Oh, it's okay for your stomach to be
Oh,
working.
yeah, when your stomach's making
No,
noise. How
like
you
it's
come across
not
to
not a
define that to say
not
it
that
is okay?
no. The doctor said it's supposed to be movement in all the time.
No, because
If it not
no, that is understood because he's a living being.
okay,
A living being always gonna have movement.
in the
But
stomach.
I'm
But
saying
somebody
you
think
make
that
it a specific statement to say
that
if you heard noise in your stomach, is
yeah, you know,
that
like
I don't think
if
that is
you
okay.
put your head on this person's stomach,
I don't
it,
think that is
the
okay.
doctor said there should be movement at
No,
all
but
the
I'm
time.
saying
The little sound
naturally,
you're gonna hear like
what I'm saying,
it's working.
naturally,
Mhm.
every human being always going to have movements within their stomachs.
Mhm.
That is not once is a living being. It
That's
is
what I'm
not dead.
saying. So if you're not hearing nothing not going on, like that, so you're something wrong.
No, I totally disagree with that.
Uh-huh.
I totally
No, if you
disagree
put
with that.
the
I
head
haven't. It's been
on
a
somebody's
while.
stomach,
It's been a while. I have
uh,
never heard my stomach makes noise.
right now,
Are you
okay,
saying
it don't movement.
something?
You didn't see no
I
movement.
it's move every minute, every day.
Yeah, but to
My
make
stomachs move
to make
every
to make
single
a noise
second.
where you can hear
Every
on the outside, that's not you. You didn't hear nothing,
no, no.
and
My stomach is not like that.
so you never heard. All right, but if you
Not using the word never. I'm not saying I have never
okay,
heard my
but
stomach. I'm saying for
for
the
the longest time,
longest. And are
you
you saying the fact that I have never heard? Are you saying for people who do not heard
no.
their stomach
If
making a noise,
if somebody put
something wrong with
what
them?
the doctor saying now, if somebody put their head on your stomach and no not now you can't hear anything or not because usually you hear like a little movement. It
No,
mean
no,
I
but I'm
mean,
saying that
but if not the loud one that I'm saying something here something happening. It's like oh my god you're dead. No, it's natural
no, but that is
sometimes.
what I'm saying to you.
Mhm.
Says to cover the area. That is every human being. Every single human being from the alive,
They're
and
gonna
you put your
okay.
ears on their stomach,
Mhm.
you must hear something.
All right, brother. But
You must
that's
heard
what the doctor
something.
said. You have
Yeah,
it
but I'm
must be
saying that is logics.
okay.
That is logics. Is a living being we talking about. We're not talking about somebody dead.
Okay. So with all them, let's go a little bit. Somebody showed me a video the other day. It was a family um, went out to buy pizza.
Hmm.
And I don't want to make it too much extra. Like the guy pick up 10 boxes of pizza, and they
Yeah.
and the girl. And by the time they got home, I think three missing or four. But they ate so much pizza. And when they got home, the belly is so big. Anyway, but I was thinking, Brother Shango, for that man so large, the woman so large, if you put your head on their stomach, would you hear anything? You never know. We
It's a
don't know.
living human being.
You can't,
I don't
maybe.
care how small or how large the person is.
They live in.
Once he is a living being and life is within you, you must heard
All
something.
right, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's very hard to hear.
No, it's not.
May I feel it?
What it is,
Yeah.
a doctor would have it much easier than you because that is his field.
Mhm,
A person like I who practice certain things, this is my field.
mhm.
So it's possible I will heard it and not you because it's not your field. You're not thinking the way I am thinking. You're not in that mindset. You're not in that way. to think that.
Well
So for
said.
you, it's going to be much harder than the person who is in his or her field.
Well said. Again, we have the Rastaman here, Dr. Shango, and he will teach you herbal and off herbal. Anyway, you listen to Fresh FM 102.1. And the listening, you can listen on the app Gospel Expo. All right. So you could listen up on that. And we're on Touch FM as well, 90.1, in case you didn't know. And the number here, 718-554-8152. Again, 718-554-8152. And we have Ultimate Radio, and we have 103.3. Brother Victor, give me that one, never specific which one. Unity Radio as well. Anyway, Brother Shango, I want to ask Brother Winston, because there's two blind couple live close by me. And they turn the lights on in the night, sometime in the night. Now, I want to know if it's because they have a dog and the dog has to walk around. Because remember, they can't see the light, but they sometimes turn the lights on. The other day, that woman came out of the house with her dog, and the dog have to do his thing. So the dog have to release himself. And up my way, yeah, I don't know if they do it down here. You have to have a bag.
Yes.
Okay.
I aware of that. Yeah.
Okay. So the woman came out of the house. Before she stepped down with the dog, she put her bag on. And she led that dog. The dog went over to the fire hydrant. And the dog went over in a little grass place and did his thing. Not only one spot, it was two spots. And that woman put her gloves on, Brother Shango, and cleaned up everything. And then when she finished, she tied it and walk over to the dumpster, lift that thing up, and throw it in there. I went back in her house.
Okay.
Isn't that marvelous? So I wanted to ask Brother Winston something. Because if Brother Winston would call me, if the woman keep the light on because of the dog, or the woman keep the light on because they we call it the movement, the shot, whatever. But the word I'm looking for in the background or the shadow or whatever, the move. So if you can see that when her eyes closed, or when you turn the light on, if there's a difference.
I couldn't tell you.
Now that's one I want Brother Winston to call me.
Well, it's possible, Brother Winston listening, and he will
Brother
respond.
Winston,
He will respond to
Brother
you.
Winston will talk to me about that. Good afternoon, you're here.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to
That's
you
that's the only
and
way to
to
grab you.
Mr. Shango. Good afternoon.
Likewise, much love and respect to the eye.
Come in, and I knew I could pull him up.
I'm here. I'm listening.
All right, Brother Winston, you heard what I said a while ago?
Yeah, but I keep a light on inside here all the time. I don't keep a light on in my room. I keep a light on in the kitchen all the time.
Okay.
You get your answer, right?
Yeah, but Brother Winston,
Yeah.
if you turn the light off, you're gonna know the light you turn the light off, or you just know you turn the light off, are you?
I know I turn it off.
Is that different? Does it help you?
No, I don't benefit anything from the light. But since I live here, so I keep the light on in the kitchen.
Okay.
And it's always important to have some light on.
Okay.
But I don't benefit anything from it. But it depends on where the light at. I can tell when it's on because even if I go into the bathroom
Uh-huh.
and somebody go in there and leave the light on, I know
You know.
because certain amount of heat coming from the light bulb.
Oh. Yeah, brother Winston. I was wondering if the light would help the dog while the dog is there.
Well, maybe in the dark, the dark benefit from the light in there.
But the dog can walk. You think the dog could walk around the place without light?
Yes, the dark could still travel around without light.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the light, the dog probably see brighter in the dark.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, but light for some people, like for instance, like me, I don't see darkness. If I close my eyes, I see the same thing I see when I open it. So I don't see darkness. I'm not in darkness. I'm in light at all times.
Aye. We learn a lot.
But you see, it all depends on the person. Blindness. My blindness, I can see what is going on inside of my head.
Okay. I don't know what to say. What question to ask or anything. All I have to do is listen.
Yeah,
No, but I'm
I can
saying
see what is going on
you
inside
started
of
it.
my
You
head.
should be having a lot more questions to
No,
ask,
no,
Brother
no. He
Winston.
answered the question with the dog and why
No, but
there
I'm
was
saying,
light.
in
He
that
just,
sense, you're always supposed to have more questions
he
because
just
you have just,
astonished.
yeah.
He's astonished. But brother Winston,
Yeah.
yes, I learned certain things by you telling me that you don't see darkness, and I just smile.
And then probably somebody else that are blind or they see darkness.
Oh,
But
well,
it all depends on what caused the blindness.
okay, okay. Mm, yes, sir.
Yeah, but blindness for some people is totally. They may lose everything based on the like a light bulb just go out.
Uh-huh.
So you know, so when the light bulb go out, you're not seeing nothing.
Oh,
In one of my eyes, is not. It's like the you see that little wire on the light bulb. There's attachment there,
uh-huh.
and anytime that attachment detach, you're not getting any light.
Okay.
But you can open the light bulb and touch it back, and you get light.
All right.
So you have a thing in my like in the eyes now that they call the retina.
Mm,
And if it's detached, they're not going to get any light. But it can attach back and you get light.
okay, sir. Does it mean that if you do a surgery, the light could come back?
Yes, if
Oh,
if the retina not damaged that bad.
okay.
But the retina is one of the things that they cannot replace or they can't do nothing to it. Once it get damaged, it's damaged.
Okay.
But if it detach and don't get damaged, you can attach back and you get light.
Well said. Well said.
And that's the only one that they cannot replace neither. They can replace the cornea and those things, but they cannot replace the retina.
Okay. Well said. Well said.
Yes, so we were talking about earlier on about Africa and those things. But if you notice, is who control the media.
Okay.
They put out what they want to put out. So the people who control the media will put out the bad things about Africa, but I sure that there's a lot of good things that are going on in Africa.
You're right on that one.
It's just like in Jamaica, there are lots of good things going on there too, but all you hear is the bad things.
Okay.
In this country here, it's the media and depends on who control the media.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you notice the bad things you hear, it's only in certain areas you hear all those bad things goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Certain areas you don't even hear about those places, even if bad things going on there.
That's right.
But it all depends on who control the media.
Well said.
Yeah, but we are living in a times and it is a very crucial times even here today. What do you think about I was listening to the news this morning, I think, and there is another black person who gets shot in a house in Texas.
I didn't know about that one, sir, but this is
Yeah, I think it's a woman, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
somebody go mistaken again and shoot her.
I think somebody called the police and the police went there and the door open and the light on and if I'm not mistaken, I think him shoot fire shot through the window or
And
something of the sort.
oh my God, this getting too much, sir. It's unbearable. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
really
hard to even think about what and when they're gonna stop. And
well,
they have no intention to stop. You know,
no, it's and if you notice all the time, it's always black people those things happen.
but that's who they want. I don't think they're making a mistake. They hold. They're trying to get rid of us.
But
Yeah,
it seems to me like you guys forget the words that you guys practice. I haven't heard it lately for the last 2 weeks since that whatever happens with that
The woman.
yeah, and the judge. I haven't heard those statement to say God knows what is best.
Why should I say God knows what's best when I am
It's
not?
used to
Well, no,
be
no, no.
the norms
I wouldn't
for
say
us
that.
to say that.
I'm
It's
with that
used to
guy.
be the norms for us to say that. But I'm hearing much more of anger in all of us, included myself. I'm not separating myself.
We can't shut our eyes and pretend, you know, brother
So
Sean.
what is next though?
Movement. Listen, as I said the other day, the brother sent me a music and we said the music is stepping away from the system because you keep you having us in a them. I remember, you know, them give you what to read, them give you what to listen to, them tell you how to walk, them decide what is
No,
wrong.
but my question
Yeah,
to my people,
yeah.
I'm talking especially black people.
Okay.
What is next
What is next?
for us to do? I'm asking. I don't know. I'm here learning. I'm willing to learn.
Can't say we are run go back to the motherland. Because even if everybody, you know that, brother Sean, if everybody should go back to the motherland.
No, but we're not
No,
talking. We're
listen,
not
no,
talking. No,
listen,
no, no, no. We're
listen.
not going there
All
with
right.
the motherland.
Just let
We
me,
are sticking on the topic of
what
what
next?
happening to black people
Yeah.
in America. That is what we're talking about. We're not talking about the motherland.
We're in a big fight, and this thing been going on for many years because one guy looked at me and said, it is very, one of the worst things. No, but this is in the 80s, the guy said, to be black and living in America. He was white. It's one of
Mhm.
the worst things is to be black and living in America. Because trust me, they do everything. everything to keep you down.
Hmm.
And that's their
Ah,
job. That's their job.
But what is your job or what is our job?
We
but I
try.
think one
Because
of the
I'm
problem that
saying
we have as
we
black
can't.
folk
Brother
is
Jim,
that we are not united.
I don't know if we
And,
know unite. I don't know if
and
we know unite.
but that's only how we can overcome,
You don't know that, brother. All
So
what he's saying is not
with the unit,
eh,
I think
unity is strength,
yes, but
and strength is power.
one
We
of
lacking power.
one of the
We
problem,
lacking strength. So
one of the
we have no
problem,
unity.
one of the problem, is because we don't have a financial
No, but it
power.
still stems under unity. You
but is that
can't
because we don't
override
have it?
that.
We have it. We have financial
No,
power,
no,
but
no.
we're
We
not
just a
using it wisely.
workforce.
Huh?
We just a workforce.
We have
No,
financial power, but we're not
I
using it
totally
wisely.
disagree with you and
Most,
agreeing with brother
how many
Winston.
people with your entrepreneur? How many goes to
I'm
with
saying, brother, all a lot of us. See Tyler Perry, he just opened one of the biggest studio in the United States. Them guys have a lot of money, so don't say we do not.
what
What we do not have is exactly what brother Winston says:
unit?
unity, because unity lies on the strength, and strength lies with power. We don't have that.
It's kind of rough.
But do you know that way back I don't know if it is in the 50s or in the 60s, the black did have power.
Yes, I aware of that.
But all of a sudden they give up all those power, and because of that they become them at the bottom of the ladder, because it was black used to run Wall Street and those places.
Hmm.
In young Roma, we didn't recognize it. They kill us in the Black Wall Street. They killed over 3,000
As brother Winston rightly says, unity. Because again, when you look at ourselves, as a black people, we lack in creativities right now. The fact that we lack in creativities, we now becomes depending on something else or depending on someone else. And because we lacking all of these things, we're not functioning properly as human beings towards building nationwide. We're more structured to build religiously harder, much more than a nation would building. And because we are not nation would building, that is why you see what keep repeating itself over and over and over. You're not seeing when time they kill a man. You're not hearing say then kill a Christian guy, then kill a black guy. That is what you're hearing.
But
And
I was.
nation, all and brother Winter, nationhood. That's what you hear. Each time them kill a person, you never hear them kill a Rasta guy. You never hear them kill a Catholic guy. You hear them kill a black guy. So why not we focus on nationhood building? If so be the case, because as I says, you're not hearing that they kill a 70 Adventist guy. You're not hearing they killing a Baptist, a Church of God guy, but you hear they killing a black guy. Think of it. Look at it. Unity. We doesn't have that. We much more into religious building and not nationhood building. If you look at your
But you,
black brother, most of the times you would also want to stereotype your black brother. You're black like.
well, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying to myself that there are many of us that are still carrying out Willie Lynch. Come on. Many of us are still carrying it out. Divide and conquer, even though it didn't gone home in a years, but we are still carrying it out.
See my teaching,
Yeah.
change our steps. And my grandkids and grandkids.
Many of us are still carrying out, and the fact remains that it's time for us to start take responsibility. For instance, who are the people that are teaching us? Who are the people that are setting the goals for us?
Well, I can give you an answer. I knew based on historical fact. Caucasian is who said it for us. If you notice what we came and read up on most of the times is freedom fighters. You know, like we never used to live like civilized human beings. Like we're always fighting for our life. So that is the perceptions we have. Like we never used to live as civilized human being. We now have an acceptance of accepting heroes and civil freedom fighters. You know, when you look at um, in the other Western nation, they putting up this one created that, that one created that, and you know the whole thing is a bunch of garbage out there because of the teaching that we are carrying on from generation to generation. And when time the youth come now and start to voice in opinion, sometimes even the adult, because the adults sometimes get misled from a long time ago. And when time the youth come now and earth reveal certain things, likewise, what it would says, what is hidden, you know, from, you know, the wise and now revealed to the babe and suckling. So these are the conflict I see arise most of the times where when time the youth want to even voice an opinion or say some things, you know, some of the adults want to say, no, that's how I go. You know, so these things help build it for the youth as them go along because we want to hear the youths. So we have to have an open dialogue of understanding what is it we are saying to our youths, because the youth is the future for tomorrow. So we have to be careful what is it that we are teaching amongst the youth. Likewise, based on our experience, we get a colonialized teaching, segregated us that we can't unite up till this day because I man is a Rasta, you is a 70. I can't see eye to eye with you. Is that you mainly living as brother? No.
But,
It's
but but it's not the problem that we are fighting for the wrong things,
yeah.
because everybody want to outdo the other. And the fact remains that all of us are not going to be equal in the material sense. And you have those who are gonna have more knowledge, um more than some. But it is for those who have more to impart to those who have less. And that's the problem we have it today, because I have more than you, and then so I use mine over you. And instead I use it to uplift you, I use it to keep you down.
So brother Winston, let me put this to a question to you. So regardless of what you see happening the other day with the what is that?
The youth
The white
and the guy who killed
yeah.
the brother.
Uh-huh. Haven't we supposed to be learn from that to say when you see a Chinese man and him come and him a build up in place, him employ a lot of Chinese and all of those things, and the Chinese supports the Chinese, why can't we the black learn how to stick and to support each others and to stick with each others? Because when you look around and you see what taking place, it's just we not sticking together with each others and we not having nothing. We working a 9 to 5 job day by day and not owning or creating nothing. Maybe few individual of us maybe doing that, but I'm saying on a large scale. You look, you see the Chinese are doing thing with him Chinese nation. You look and you see the Indian are doing thing with his name. You look and you see the are doing thing with his name, but you still
But but
not
but that's the
seeing that.
problem we have.
What you see, not what I'm saying, what I saw we doing. We are more on a collective level, more embracing the religiously brotherhood much more than nationhood building. That is what I have learned and I have seen because of the difference.
But for me, Well, for me, Mr. Shango, is that everyone have their part to play, and you don't have to put down one to rise up the other. The problem is that you have those who are in leadership. As long as they are benefiting, they don't care. They believe in the trickle down to others, and so because of that, they sell out their country and they sell out their people. In my even take for instance, even in Jamaica, more people live in the diaspora more than what in Jamaica. How is it that they never float a ban in the diaspora and say, well, then we going to do a project for $10 million,
Well,
buy
again,
into that project?
but if you look at the diaspora again, brother Winston, the diaspora is also designed politically, you know, to keep
Yeah,
the
that's true.
mass, of the people ignorant and illiterate amongst themselves. So they're not going to ship that in the diaspora. It is you who in the diaspora now, as Marley says, you have to emancipate yourself from what I've presented to you and create within your own and can be able to share with your community or your surrounding. And that is the way to overcome these obstacles. But if you eliminate yourself from creating and subject yourself to depending, then you're in problem. And that is where all of us as black people is at.
All right.
Well, my brother,
Mhm,
them at least lose a one cocoa full basket. So
mhm.
one day we'll have to continue talk and hope and trust that even one person.
Repeat that, brother Winston.
No, I'm just saying that as Miss Lou said, one cocoa full basket.
Yeah, which
So we
is
just
true.
hope and trust that even one person will benefit from what we are saying here today.
Which is true, and I totally support you on that because out of zero come one, and out of one comes two.
All right,
Mm.
brother Winston.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, we have another caller, so we soon
All
go.
right, now go hang
All
up now.
right.
God bless, man.
All
Bless
right. All
it.
right. Peace.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Caller, you're on. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brother.
Hello. How you doing?
I have been listening intently all afternoon to
Uh-huh.
your program.
Uh-huh.
Now, my opinion is this.
Mm-hmm.
Black people now have no loyalty. As I've been saying, loyalty is a way of life, not an obligation. I just hear this man talking, asking question, why if the Chinese doing this and the Chinese doing that, and this nation doing that and that nation doing that, why black people can't? Because black people now have no loyalty.
Loyalty. All right. Loyalty.
That's loyalty. And then tell you about, oh, I love you. You don't love me. You love what I can do for you.
Oh my
Because guess what?
God. Uh-huh.
To love somebody or to love someone is to understand them. For me, that is. To love me is to understand Mama Erica.
Okay.
Because if you can't understand me, you can't love me. So
So,
those are my two little 10 cents for the day.
all right. So if the person don't understand, you most likely can't get along then.
Love. I'm not talking about getting along and loving is two different something, you know. You
Okay.
can get along with somebody and don't love them, you know.
You know you're right. All right. Love is important then.
LOVE
All right.
and LOYALTLY. Loyalty.
All right. All right.
Love and loyalty.
We have to get them together.
All right. Blessed love. Love in those. Harry.
Enough respect. Thank you for your
Harry.
input, Brother Shango. We have enough time to.
Mama Erica blazing the fire.
Mhm.
Much love and respect, Mama Erica, for that fire. Love that fire, love the energy
I
and
shall pay
everything.
attention.
Yeah, I love the energy
We
of
love whenever.
Mama
All
Erica,
right.
much love and respect.
See if you can put in your input there.
No, okay. No,
You don't have enough time?
no, we don't have enough time for that. What it is, I was just doing some much more deeper research in strokes, the cause of strokes, and
Oh,
all of that. Because normally, when you heard of a guy or a female, or a person in general had strokes, you just heard of a strokes. What you do not heard of what type of strokes,
okay, okay.
and they have categorized it into four different categories.
Hmm.
Different the categories of different types of strokes. And I was hoping Brother Victor would be here, because
Oh, okay.
that is a question I really did wanted to put to him to see, because I remember that he did get, I think it's a minor strokes or something like that. But I wanted to ask him, did the doctor told him what was the cause,
Hmm.
of the strokes, or what leads up towards, you getting a stroke.
Hmm. Hmm.
But again, he is not here for me to ask him that. But again, I'm doing a lot more research on these things to share vital information with people, that people can listen and use this information to do a much more improvement on their well-being and taking care of themselves, and
Okay.
also eliminate strokes out of their the whole entireness of sickness of strokes and heart attack. So this is what makes me doing a lot more research and bringing forward a lot more information to share with the public, that they themselves independently can look into their diet and eliminate, the diets that not supposed to be consumed, and to improve much more better on that.
All right.
Like
Miss.
for instance, when a doctor telling you about strokes, they don't tell you, okay, it's your cholesterol that creates that,
Hmm.
or your triglyceride that creates that. No, it's both of them, both triglyceride and both cholesterol, that creates a strokes that shock the brain. The brain attack the arteries. So these are things that we as clients, when go to the doctor, sometimes we don't know these things, and they don't even further us by educating us on these things. So a lot of us comes out of the hospital and do not aware of what to eat to maintain and to strengthen your body much more, because as age proceeded, your body more deteriorated. So if you are not eating a healthy diet, you can deteriorate it much more rapidly and faster than the man who is much more conscious in his health and overlooking his health to see what is it is intaking or she's intaking. You know, that person is much more of a broader spectrum when it comes to the intake of things of your diet.
One guy was saying to me, Brother Shango, that if you take a lot of pills, but I'm saying you take a lot of pills, but it can damage your liver as well. But then how do you clean your liver?
Taking a lot of pill is destroying your body.
Destroying your body?
Yes, by all means necessary.
Hmm.
Taking a lot of medication is destroying your body.
Could I clear herbal stuff though?
Hmm?
Even herbal stuff you're talking. Because what I was saying pills, I don't need the pharmaceutical pill. I was talking about herbal pills as
Any
well.
form of pill, I'm saying
So,
food
mhm.
is what your body requires to maintain and to sustain.
Okay.
Food. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When you started to consume or to live on medication, it's a signal sending to you that you are a sick individual. When you've been on medication consistently, it's a signal sending to you that you are a sick individual. Now, if you is not a sick individual, you must be a conscious individual in your events to look at the things that you are consuming. That is much more important to your organs, your liver, your kidney, your glands, and all of these things in your body. You need types of food to maintain and to sustain these organs inside of your body. And it's only food can does it. Pill is only recommended when you are sick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to tell me about herbal and herbal is still something when you are sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And majority of us we you seen on a daily basis, included myself.
Mm.
I'm a sick man too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Shango, you have 5 minutes to clear up
Yeah.
your
So,
stuff. So.
again, I just wanted to say thanks to all the radio listeners out there. It's been a pleasure being here every Sunday. And it is something I love to do. I love to share vital information and also love to listen to the callers and learn also from them, and by me sharing these vital information, within myself, I'm also feeling good to know that I can share these types of knowledge and information with people who out there who does not know some of these information and willingly wanted to learn how to improve their well-being. So I just wanted to say to all people of all walk of life, regardless of denomination, I just wanted to say much love and respect to people and do your best to live loving and respectfully amongst your neighbors, your sisters, and your brothers. Again, for those who want to improve on their diets and to get wide varieties of herbal products, Sun Life is the place to go. Our address at Sun Life is 4060 White Plains Road. Again, 4060 White Plains Road. And we are located between 228th and 229th Streets on the uptown side of White Plains Road. Our phone number 718 547 3760. Again, 718 547 3760. And we are open 7 days on the strong, Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. Again, from 8 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. And I just wanted to send some shout out to man like Apalang Bonify Brethren. Brethren, we always a look out for the customers, them, always I make sure them not get a ticket. All this morning, me see him all a whole a dog for the customer. Big up Apalang and much love and respect. Owie, you're right, and yeah, man. Love and respect to the eye, them, and to all of the brethren them and 228, 229 White Plains Road. So much love, much respect to all of the youth them, all the youth them who out there, and to all the business people and all of our customers. I just wanted to say thanks to everyone. Much love and much respect. Always remember, and thy mother and thy father. What God, one love.
And your mama and your papa. Every time. All right, well said, Brother Shango. Yeah, all right, Rasta man. We're gonna play one song and get out of here. Thank you.
Resolute, like a rock, sharing love, giving love, sharing a smile, giving a smile. Yes, 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 yes. Hear my cry, oh Lord.
Turn on to my prayer.
My God,
From the
end of the earth, and I
unto thee.
Big up the Sun Life crew as we get ready to get out. I'm up in the week. All right. Respect to all the listeners who stay with us until closing time. And everyone, enough respect. Reaching out love. Good evening.
yes, 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 and the strong tower from my heavenly. Yes, 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 when my heart is open. Lead me to the rock, the rock, the rock, the rock, the rock.
tired. My God, I'm tired. Guide me, oh, now. Break you over, I'm just a pilgrim. You need for his land. I am weak now, thou art mighty, oh God, help me with your powerful hand. My God, yo, yes, hey, all right, guide me, oh, yeah, oh, yes, great Jehovah, yeah. I'm just a pilgrim, yeah, to the world now, yeah. I am weak now, yeah. Thou art mighty, hold me with your powerful hand. When you meet me down here, oh God, when you meet me down here, my God, take a walk up to Zion, up to you, my dear, you will find me shouting up here. Oh, my God, stand up and be firm. Don't let no one push you around. You are you and no one else. Rock of love, rock of peace, rock of unity, rock against discrimination, rock against racialism. I can feel it coming, my God. Yeah, I can feel it coming.
I've been down some hard roads and I've traveled some miles. I've been places I've never should have been. The only reason I'm still living, the only reason I'm still here, God's kept me through all these years. When I was in darkness, when I was deep in sin, my God kept me from danger time and time again. And when I think how much He loves me, my eyes filled up with tears. God's kept me through all these years. Now that I know him and I walk by his side every day, he grows dearer to me. So I'll trust him to keep me till heaven draws me near. God's kept me through all these years. When I was in darkness, when I was sleeping still, my God kept me from danger time and time again. And when I think how much he loves me, my eyes fill up with tears. God's kept me through all these years. He's been there when I need him. He's kept me through all these years.
Said the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, I said the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, say me happy worship when me feel it. Say me can't control how me feel it. Say me can't stand still when me feel it. True worship complete when me feel it. Boy, 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 boy. Me say me love her when a night in a movie, and this is from the bottom of my heart. It's a true worship. Holy Ghost control everything in a the way. Spiritually take over, leave everything slay. Have your way, boy, 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 boy. Said the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, I said the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, say me happy worship when me feel it. Say me can't control how me feel it. Say me can't stand still when me feel it. True worship complete when me feel it. Boy, 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 boy. Say me love her when your glory sticking at the place, and your presence and essence preaching at the place. I don't want to leave this glorious day. Have your way, have your way. Oh, I said the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, I said the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, the Holy Ghost, so sweet let me follow. Oh, the Holy Ghost, I make me lose control. Oh, the Holy Ghost, a sweet pepper.
We look down at our angel sleeping in his bed. We gently kneel beside him and then we bowed our heads. Just like other parents who lived so long ago, we bring our child to Jesus and give him to the Lord. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Another child to hold. Keep this child safe and warm. This world can be so cold. Be so cold. Take this child in your arms and never let him go. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Another child to hold. We watch our only son leaving on a day. We don't mean to worry, but now it's getting late. Waiting in the darkness, we kneel down to the floor and offered up a silent prayer as we listened for the door. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Another child to hold. Keep this child safe and warm. This world can be so cold. Be so cold. Take this child in your arms and never let him go. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Whenever there's children, Lord, in danger or in need, hope you find someone out there praying on their knees. Oh, please, yes. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Another child to hold. Keep this child safe and warm. This world can be so cold. Be so cold. Take this child in your arms and never let him go. Jesus, here's another child. Jesus, here's a precious child. Jesus, here's another child to hold. Here's my precious child.
Lord, I renew my love for nothing keep us apart. I know your love for me is strong, and that is what I hunger for. I will never let you go. Jesus, my life to you I hold. You are the lover of my soul, giver of my dreams, searcher of my heart. You know the deepest part of me. Because of who you are to me, my heart, my soul I give to you. Lord, as I go along each day, help me lead some souls your way. Without your love, where would I be? I thank you for loving me. You are the lover of my soul, giver of my dreams, searcher of my heart. You know the deepest part of me. Bread of life, you make me complete. Giver of my dreams, lover of my soul, giver of my dreams, lover of my soul.
The news came to Jesus. Please confess, for Lazarus is sick, and without your help, he will not last. Mary and Martha watched their brother die. They waited for Jesus, but he did not come. They wondered why. The death watch was over. He was buried for days. Somebody said he'd soon be here. The Lord's on his way. Martha ran to him, and then she cried, Lord, if you had believed, you could have healed him, and he'd still be alive. But you're 4 days late, and all hope is gone. Lord, we don't understand why you waited so long. But his way is God's way, not yours or mine. And isn't it great when he's 4 days late, he's still on time. Jesus said, Martha, just show me that grave. But she cried, Lord, you don't understand. He's been there 4 days. The gray stone was rolled back. Then Jesus cried. He said, Lazarus, come forth. Then somebody said, hey, he's alive, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. You may be fighting a battle of fear, and you cry to the Lord, Lord, I need you right now, but he's not up here. Friends, don't be discouraged, for my God's the same. For he'll soon be there, and he'll roll back your stone, and he'll call out your name. When he's 4 days late, and all of his gone. Lord, we don't understand why I've waited so long. His way is God's way. Not yours or mine. And isn't it great when he's 4 days late? He's still on time. My God is great. When he's 4 days late, he's still on time. On time. I must confess that my life has been drifting. For I've walked away from your presence, oh Lord. I just need you to hold my hand and just lead me, oh God. For now I feel like heaven is knocking at my door. I don't want to leave one more day without you. This sinful life, I can't live it anymore. Lord, I surrender everything I have to you. Yeah, 'cause I don't want to leave, oh Lord, one more day without you. Oh yes, there is no other that I can turn to who understand me. Hey, you know what I'm going through. Only you alone can help me, Lord. I just need you to hold my hand and just lead me, Lord, For now I feel like heaven is knocking at my door. Oh, I don't wanna leave one more day without you. Oh no. This sinful life, I can't live it anymore. Oh God.
Lord, I surrender everything I have to you. Oh, 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 oh. For I don't want to live one more day without you. Oh yeah, oh Lord. I don't wanna live one more day without you. I need you, I need you, I need you. Hey. This sinful life, I can't live it. I don't want to live it. I don't want to live it anymore. No, Lord. For I surrender everything I have. I give it all to you. I owe it all to you, Lord. For I don't want to live one more day without you. Oh, I don't want to live one more day without you. Oh, help me, Lord, help me, Lord. I don't want to live one more day without you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This song is for the brokenhearted. I know God can fix it. The chimes of time ring out the news. Another day is through. Someone slipped and fell. Was that someone you? You may have longed for added strength, your courage to renew. Do not be disheartened, for I've got news for you. It is no secret what God can do. What is done for others, He'll do for you. 'Cause we're all wide open, 'cause He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. There is no night, for in His light you'll never walk alone. Always feel at home wherever you may roam. There is no power to conquer you when God is on your side. Just take Him at His promise. Don't run away and hide. It is no secret what God can do. Yeah. What is done
for others, He'll do for you. 'Cause when arms wide open, 'cause He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do. Yeah, it's what it's done for others. I'm sure He will do it. He'll do it for you. Yes, with arms wide open, 'cause He will pardon you. Yeah. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do. Warrior head, warrior home, warrior head, warrior Jibes, tell them what one. I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. Oh God. Warrior head, warrior home, warrior head, warrior. I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. Oh my God. Warrior head, warrior home, warrior head, warrior I'm just telling the devil, say man, me nah back down, me nah back down, me nah back down. Satan kingdom must come down, it must come down. Goliath, it a go fall to the ground, fall to the ground. Warrior head, warrior home, warrior head, warrior home. All of the Christian them man. Let's go forward for God. Fight like soldier man. Don't give up. Don't give in. God have an army and we born to win. Satan is an evil force fighting against the church. Put on your armor, pull up your sword. We are fighting in the name of the Lord. I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. I am a warrior,
Christian warrior with the weapon in a me right hand. I be quiet. Warrior, 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 warrior. We a warrior, Christian warrior, consecrated warrior, anointed warrior. Jump around, we a warrior. Praise the Lord, we a warrior. Wave your hand, we a warrior. Fight the battle, warrior. Jump around, we a warrior. Praise the Lord, we a warrior. Get up and fight. Get up and fight. Cause we a warrior. A Christian warrior. Are we a warrior? Are we a warrior? Aye, we a warrior. A Christian warrior. Wave your hand, we a warrior. Consecrated warrior. Church and warrior. Apostolic warrior. 7-day warrior. Jump around, we a warrior. A Christian, oh Jesus. You done? Yeah. Oh Lord, you have suffered for so long. Keep wondering when your pain will be gone. You tried to cry, but no tear is left in your eyes. And when it seems hope has gone away, by faith you knelt and prayed, knowing Jesus will be passing your way. You are here, your fate is made, you whole. You are here, the fountain is no more, no more. Virtue has left his body, no more time to cry and worry. Praise the Lord. I know you're here. Now tell the world what the Lord has done, how he has touched you with his mighty hand. And from that day, you have been set free. The doctors can't believe the result. Say hallelujah, jump and shout, praise the Lord. I know you're here. Oh, you are here. Your fate is made you whole. You are here. The fountain is no more, no more. Virtue has left his body. No more time to cry and worry. Praise the Lord. I know you're here. Can I talk to you today? Many of you right now is sitting in the hospital. You may be sitting at your home in your sick bed, wondering where is God in my sickness. But I've got news for you today. I'm here to proclaim a miracle, because I know that God is taking the healing business. Right now, I want you to reach out by faith and claim your miracle, claim your healing right now, because Jesus is passing your way. Come on, my brother. Come on, my sister. It's miracle time. Receive your healing in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Ooh.
I know you're here.
Oh, you are here. Your faith is made you whole. You are here. The fountain is no more. No, no. Virtue has left his body. No more time to cry and worry. Praise the Lord.
I know you're here.
Oh, you are here. Your fate has made you whole. Oh, you are here. The fountain is no more, no more. Virtue has left his body. No more time to cry and worry. Praise the Lord. When you're down and you need somebody to heal you, just call and Dr. Jesus is in the house. Oh, he will deliver you, oh, from the pain and the suffering. Oh, praise the Lord. I know you are here. Hallelujah. I stood in the courtroom. The judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke of your honor. I have no defense. But that's when mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case. Called to the stand of God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when mercy walked in. I stood there and wondered, how could this be for someone so guilty had just been set free? My chains were broken. I felt born again. The moment that mercy walked in. Oh, mercy walked in and pleaded my case. I was called to the stand of God's saving grace. the blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when mercy walked in. Oh, mercy walked in and pleaded my case. I was called to the stand of God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when mercy walks in. Oh, the blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when mercy walks in. Oh, the blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. Oh, thank you, Lord. Starting my journey on the Christian highway. So many trials and temptation in my way. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I'm gonna see another day. So many people want to see me go astray. I'm gonna tell you, man, no weapon that formed against me shall prosper. No weapon. I'm protected by the Most High, Jesus my Savior. May they contact you, tell me, man. The more them attack, and the more God I bless with. Boy, oh boy. The more them a push me down, and the more we arise. Oh Lord, yeah. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Boy, oh boy. Because the Lion of Judah, man, him a me God, him a me King. Listen, it's not by might, nor it's not by power. Oh, it's the Spirit of the Lord, the consuming fire. And if it wasn't for the prayers, oh, from the prayer warriors, they're telling me, man, Satan would have crushed me, that old dragon. Wanna hear this? You better put on the armor, and with the Bible now your hand. I buckle up, make we plead the blood of Jesus against Satan. The blood of Jesus. The more them attack, and the more God a bless me. Oh, yo, oh, the more them a push me down, and the more me just arise. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Oh, yo, oh, because the Lion of Judah, man, him a me God, him a me King. Next man, God a bless me, yes, God a bless me. Wave your hand if you know God a bless you. Kick out your foot, cause you know God a bless you. Ah, the more them attack, and the more God a bless me. Oh, yo, boy, the more them a push me down, and the more me just arise. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Oh, yo, boy, because the Lion of Judah, man, him a me God. God, him a me king. I'm telling you, man. Why yo, why yo. Why yo, and God bless me. And God bless you. And God bless me. Oh, and God bless me. Yeah. Oh, another worship song for you. Ah, mm. Just another worship song. I write to you. Just another worship song for you.